안녕하세요. 제 목소리 들려요? Can you hear me? And can you see me? 저 보여요? 제 목소리 들려요? 여러분 안녕하세요. 모니카님 안녕하세요. What does 저도요 mean? Me too. 시원님 좋은 아침 굿모닝 안녕하세요. 배안님 안녕하세요 여러분. 좋아요. 티치님 일찍 왔어요. You're early here. 안녕하세요. 마리프랑스님 안녕하세요. 티치님 쌤 여기 없고요. 전 그냥 기다려야 한다. 기다려야 해요. 쌤 여기 있어요. 짜잔. 민트 쿠키님 Yes, yes, 안녕하세요. 스텔라 K 순봉님, 안녕하세요. 애나 이사 토롱님, 안녕하세요. 사란씨님, 안녕하세요. 메가나님, 안녕하세요. 제이슨스님, 선생님, 안녕하세요. 잘 지내셨어요? 네, 저는 잘 지냈어요. 저는 오늘의 수업을 많이 기대해요. You're excited about it? 저도요. Me too. I added some video clips and stuff, so I'm hoping it'll all play smoothly. We'll see if there is any issues with that. 수카이나님, 안녕하세요, 선생님. 안녕하세요. 말리카 마르티 메시리님, 안녕하세요. JP님, 안녕하세요. 선생님, 먹었니? 먹었니? Sounds like you're my 언니 or 이모. Did you eat? 아침 먹었어요? The regular 어유 아유 ending is the best to use. 바나나 먹었어요. I ate banana. 안녕하세요, 안겔님. 엑토르님 안녕하세요. 티치님 좋은 아침 좋아요. 네포스 오피스님 hi there. Hello 안녕하세요. Okay. I usually don't eat before live. I eat later, but then I was really hungry for some reason today, so I just had a banana. 파울로님이에요. 파울로님 안녕하세요. Okay, so can you hear me well? The volume's good. Can see me. I put some cherry blossoms up there. 봄이에요. Actually, it's not spring weather today. It's cold here today. We had a taste of spring and then it's gone. 잠깐 봄이었어요. 그리고 다시 again 겨울이에요. Winter again. 조나님 안녕. K인타라님 hello 안녕하세요. 엑토르님 all good. You're all good. 좋아요. Oh, we see cherry blossom. 네, I put some cherry blossom for you. Everything's good. 파울로님, everything's good. The cherry blossoms are cute. I was hoping it'll make you smile. We're all eager to have spring now, right? 네, 들어요? 들려요. When we are just saying we can hear you, something is well heard, we use the passive form of 들어요, to be heard. 들려요. I just typed in the live chat. 안녕하세요, 아리샤님. 수카이나님, it's cherry blossom season in Korea. I know, I'm seeing all my family and friends' photos and they're taking night walk and your sky is covered with cherry blossoms. I'm so jealous. Spring is one of the seasons that I miss Korea the most. 엑토르님, 30 degrees here. 진짜 추워요. You mean Fahrenheit, right? So, below freezing. In Celsius. Did I hear 조나님? 네, that's what I said. Bonjour, 샬린님, 리사 스카이님, 안녕하세요. 세라님, 안녕하세요. You're a really beautiful teacher. 감사합니다. 시카님 안녕하세요. 제이디님 안녕하세요. 잘 들려요. You can hear me. 좋아요. 안녕하세요. 라이언님 네일 아트가 two 라이언님 here. 2명 있어요. 라이언 2명 있어요. Nail art guy is Ryan and there is Ryan Erickson님. 라이언님들 안녕하세요. Tip님, hello, I'm happy to be here. Welcome, I'm glad you're here too. Hello from France, bonjour. 레나님, 안녕하세요. 하트, 하트. I can only see cherry blossoms in Animal Crossing. You can see cherry blossoms here today. I put some cherry blossoms. 시원님, 선생님 보고 싶었어요. 네, 저도 보고 싶었어요. I recharged last week. I'm back here. 제이넵님, hello, 안녕하세요. 메라미미님, 안녕하세요. 캐런님, 안녕하세요. 조나님, 네, 저도 잘 들려요. You can hear well. 안녕하세요. 무스칸님, 오케이, 좋아요. 오레트님, 안녕하세요. Good morning, 좋은 아침이에요. So today we are learning this sentence ending, G. A lot of people already have asked me what this G ending is because you hear this all the time, right? What do you know about this G? Has anybody learned anything about it? Or is this the first time ever? While you're typing, one housekeeping thing, I have Patreon account. It's patreon.com/KoreanDreamWithJ. If you join, there are different tiers, 3 tiers, but for the middle tier, I provide summary and exercise sheets for all the YouTube videos. So today's video too, my patrons have their summary sheet that I uploaded yesterday. So please consider joining my Patreon. And now my channel's monetized. So if you wanna send me super chat, it'll be deeply appreciated. If you can't afford to spend money, a lot of you are students and such, I still appreciate your comments, your chats, watching this, all forms of support. Okay, so thank you in advance. 9:04 p.m. there. Oh, it's 12 hours different. 조나님. 메라미미님, Gio is Jo is the same. 네, so you've heard that. Yes, that's true. I'll be covering that too. Please save this live. 루이스님, 네, I will. Save 할게요. 사라님, to become Gio. Oh, that to become Sa라님 is 저요. So it's different from this one. If I forget later, remind me, ask again. But once I introduce this G, I'll compare that. Does it translate as right? Yes, a lot of times it does. So you've heard some of this G, right? So we will then look at it now. 오케이. 마르코님, 늦었어요? 아니요, 안 늦었어요. 오레트님, 감사합니다. Okay. Yes, right at the end of sentence. 7 a.m. there. 죄송해요. I'm trying to cover as many parts in the world as possible, and that is for some of you really early, really late. 죄송합니다. We're too worldly here. zulfin님, 안녕하세요. I should send 손 하트 to super chat. Okay, 3 p.m. here in France. It's a decent civilized time there. 어쩐지, 어떻게 된 건지. It's a little different. It's not the sentence ender. So, 와, 엑토르님, 감사합니다. Okay. 6 a.m. in California. Determination and dedication. 배안님, 독일에 3시예요. The best way to say that is 독일은, topping marker. As for Germany, it's 3 p.m. comparing to other places that we've been talking about. Okay. 지자 ending. I'm at work, but listening. Keep the straight face. Don't laugh when we are laughing. 9 a.m. here. You're on the same time zone as me. 2 p.m. in Morocco. 모로코는 2시예요. 좋아요. 2 p.m. Heart. Still think about heartbeat when I hear 2 p.m. Okay, 선생님, how to say is, it's, and right in Korean? 조금 confused. 라시아입니다. Serious face at all times. Yes. Work face. 라이언님, 괜찮아요. 일찍 일어나서 지금은 재미있게 한국어 공부하고 있네요. I'll translate for other people who might not understand this. You woke up early, so now you're studying Korean funly. You're enjoying studying Korean. 좋아요. Okay, 6:30 in India. Yes, dinner time. 밥 먹었어요? Did you eat? Learn real Korean. 허쌤, 안녕하세요. 저도 잠시 들렀어요. You're stopping by. 오늘 수업도 응원합니다. 감사합니다. 선생님. Jen in Korea, 제니퍼, 진 English TV님, 안녕하세요. So I subscribe to these teachers. Thank you for stopping by. If you guys don't know their channels, check their channels out too. 3 p.m. here in South Africa. 좋아요. All right, let's start. Remember, there was this sentence structure. So you can omit everything, right? Subject, object, anything you can omit as long as you have a verb or adjective and you are technically saying a sentence in Korean, a very short sentence. So that's why we always learn how to use verb and adjectives first in Korean. Talkative mind님, you're Rasia here? 네, I remember you from Instagram. 안녕하세요. 예쁘죠? Yes, you heard that. Okay, so when you look up any verb or adjectives in dictionary, they end with 다, right? And this 다, we will be changing to different endings. Sometimes it's sentence ending, sentence ends there. Other times it's connective ending, like and, but, if, although. So today we are looking at another sentence ending. Last time, and a lot of times, the first thing you guys learn is IU ending, which you can talk about general things, present tense, even future, if you know for sure that's gonna happen, right? So today we are adding another ending to your Korean dictionary, and that is 지. Okay? And if you wanna make it polite, of course, you know this is by now. I'll always add 요 at the end. It's a Lego. Oh, okay. I wanna sound strong, so I'll put 지. Oh, but I wanna sound polite to my listener. You put another Lego block at the end. 요. So that's how it works. And 지요, try to say fast. 지요, 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 조, 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 조. So it becomes 조. 지요, 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 조. So 지요 shortens to 조. And in daily conversations, you'll probably not hear people enunciating 지요, 그렇지요. You'll hear more like 그렇죠. So remember this 조 form as polite, especially when you are talking. 그렇죠. 네. 진짜 쏙쏙 들어와요. 쏙쏙 여러분 is adverb onomatopoeia. 쏙쏙 들어와요. What I'm saying is going into her ears. 쏙쏙. Okay. 그러면 보죠. So today we are ending a sentence with 지 or 지요, 조 all the time. Ready? So what does 지 mean? 배아님, does 조 sound like 조? 네. Or does it just sound like that to me? No, your ears are just fine. It's normal. Because try to say, you guys, I don't like you guys, but it's like my habit too. Try to say 지읒 and 요 and 지읒 and 오. You do that too. 지요, 조, 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 jo, and 조. Sounds the same. Yes. So 조 sounds like 조. And that sounds like his name 조. 맞아요. It does. Okay. So what does 지 mean? 지 means stronger commitment of the speaker. Commitment to what I am saying, basically. Okay. So I mean it. Hey, I'm serious. I mean it. Okay. Or, oh, let me tell you, I know this stuff. And like strong commitment to what I'm saying is what 지 does. 부지님, 안녕하세요. So a lot of times it's used in the question. That's the most commonly used, I guess, example of this 지. So question that assumes yes as an answer because I have this strong commitment to what I'm saying, right? Say yes. Say yes. You don't have an option. So it's assuming the other person will say yes. So the question that seeks agreements, you use 지. Instead of just 아 or 어요, 아요 ending, you already know. 라지아님, 언니 진짜 예쁘네요. Perfect use of 네요, by the way. And 감사합니다. I guess there is still a little or fast pronunciation of Y there. It's not like Y is omitted totally because I was trying to show you how it sounds. But in daily conversations, people wouldn't enunciate everything, right? We just go with the flow. So it'll sound more like 조, 조, 조. Not much difference. But if you try to pronounce it, you could do that. 네, 그러면 봐요. Let's look at these. So the conjugation is really easy. You'll love this. Dictionary stem and 지. That's it. No irregulars. 비읍, 부 irregular. 디귿, 드 irregular. 시옷, 스 irregular. No irregular. There's no irregular conjugation. Yes. Just dictionary stem plus 지. That's it. We're done for the day. Now, let's go all have coffee and eat and sleep. Okay, so let's practice a little more. 네, class is finished. I'll go have my coffee. You guys go do your stuff. That's the best kind of conjugation, yes. So relax today, okay? You don't have to worry about like, oh, is this irregular? And we can just see examples. How can I use this easy thing now? 살지? No. No real irregular. No irregulars. Period. We can use it with nouns too. I'll show you how you can use it with nouns. 커피, 커피 좋죠. That's how you use it. 커피 좋죠. 맛있죠. 맞아요. Okay. So 맛있다. See here. This is the ending. We just changed ending. 다 to 지 and we are done for the day. So that's how you say oh, delicious, right? 맛있지. Intonation, you could either raise it or you could either drop it. Example, the only language I can give examples is in English, sorry. But for example, it's delicious, isn't it? Right? So like that, you can say 맛있지. 맛있지. Say yes. Or 맛있지? Right? Delicious, right? You can do both. Oh, 정점이, that's my best friend, which doesn't sound right in Korean. 제일 친한 동생이에요. 여러분, if you have a best friend who's younger or older, 친구 sounds a little weird. So she's my like younger sister. 좋지, 사랑스럽지. 커피 맛있지. All right. What about what the hell is this? 맛없다, not delicious. How would you change this? Oh, it's awful, isn't it? Ugh. 어떻게 해요? How would you say that? 할씨님, 안녕하세요. Shikanim earlier said, I know it's off topic, but I have a request. Can you please later sometimes tell us about last consonant rule? I have, if you go to my live playlist, there is pronunciation rule. Go to that video that talks about that last consonant and how to pronounce it. Okay? 네, 좋아요, 좋아요. I see both polite and non-polite casual forms. So if you wanna make it just non-polite to friends, you just change 다 to 지, 맛없지. Ugh, it's awful, isn't it? And if you wanna make it polite, then 맛없지 plus 요, and we looked at it, it becomes 맛없죠. Oh, 맛없죠. Oh, let's go somewhere else. 얼굴이 멋있죠? 네, you can say that. 맛없지, 맛없지. Thank you, you're welcome. Okay. 지금까지, that's not end of the sentence, right? 지금 is not verb. That's actually 까지, which is up to. So that's different. It's not the sentence ender. Okay, so you are all good with this. This is one of the most commonly used words with this 지 ending. So you already know 그래? 그래요. Is that so? It is so. Like really? Yes, really, right? That's also a verb or predicate in Korean. 그렇다, to be so. How would you change this to 지 now? Charlene-님, we don't connect should and up. Nope. There's no irregular here in this form. Relax your mind. You don't have to worry about any irregulars here. 그렇죠, 그렇지, 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 좋아요. So you just change 다 to 지. And this he sound underneath makes this 지 harsh, right? That sound. So 그렇지, 그렇지. And then shorten is 그치, 그치. So then that harsh sound that he had made of this 지 stays. 그치, 그치. All right. And then of course the polite form will be 그렇죠, right? And then this shortens to 그쵸, right? 그쵸, 그쵸, 그치. Isn't that so, right? That's how you say in Korean. Okay, so we already know this. Yummy, right? In Korean, say it out loud. 하나, 둘, 셋. 맛있지. To friends, 맛있지. To be polite to the listener, 맛있죠. 여기 맛있죠. This restaurant is good, right? Jinjin said it all the time. 그쵸, 그죠, 그죠. 네, you also hear 그죠. 사란씨님 said 그죠. So 그치, 그초, because that ch sound takes more effort to pronounce. Sometimes people just keep this form and said 그죠, 그지. Both work because it's shortened one anyway. 맛있죠, 맛있지, 맛있지. And Zulfin님 is 조, the polite way. 네, yes. If you shorten 지요 in daily conversations, people pronounce it as 조, 조. So it barely happens that someone says 지요, it's mostly 조. 네. You wouldn't hear people saying 그렇지요. We don't talk like textbooks, right? 그렇죠? 그쵸? You'll hear 조 as the shortened version of 지요. Okay? What if you want to specify what you're talking about? You can add the subject. Ramen noodles. Delicious, isn't it? Say it out loud. 라면 맛있지. 라면 맛있지. 라면 맛있죠. Alright, now we're gonna watch one clip from True Beauty, 여신강님, when they're eating ramen. So you'll hear 맛있지. And if you watched my video last week about the ending 네, when you taste something, see something, and react, I see it's delicious. You'll hear that ending too. Okay? Ready?
어때? 맛있...
Can you hear it? Is there any sound? No sound. 그치? 잠시만요. One second. 안겔님, gracias. 감사합니다. 들려요? 들려요? You can hear? Okay, okay. 좋아요.
어때? 맛있지, 맛있지, 맛있지.
맛있네.
One more time.
어때? 맛있지, 맛있지, 맛있지.
맛있네.
So, 맛있지. 맛있지. Sound was good? 좋아요. So, 맛있지. 맛있지. Say yes, yes. And he goes, 맛있네. Alright. So, quick conjugation practice. 재미있다. Interesting. Fun. It's fun, isn't it? It's fun, right? How would you change this? Julfin님 is 조 can be used for asking question and statement. We're practicing question and I'll show you when you use it for statement. Okay? Ryan님, nail art guy님, 2 sentence endings in one video. Yes. So you can imagine me when I'm watching it. I'm like, yes. Tanvin님, so G is used when we ask right. Yes. 소리가 이상해요? Is the sound weird? You can't hear it? He didn't seem too excited, 배아님. It was his birthday, and that was the first meal he was eating. And that guy's always cool in the drama. Always talks like this, never louder. I'm a cool guy. Okay, there was no sound for me the second time around. Oh, 진짜? Okay, let's try that again. I have more videos coming up. This conjugation is useful. Yes, you hear it all the time. Is there not a combination of 지 with 씁니다? Kind of make it more polite? No, 없어요. 없어요. It's only used either 지 or 지요. Okay. 네. I see. 잘했어요, 여러분. Good job. 재미있다 becomes 재미있지. And if you want to make it polite, you would put Lego block 요, right? 지요. But that 지 plus 요, people always say 조. So, to make it polite, 재미있죠? 재미있죠. It's fun, isn't it? Okay. 좋다. How would you change this? It's nice, right? It's good, right? How would you ask that? Yeah, so 씁니다 form to ask this, I'm thinking to my professor who's like in his 60s, 70s. 선생님 재미있으시죠? 좋으시죠? I think it's more like, in reality, would you ask those people who are much higher and older than you to say yes. You wouldn't do like say yes. So you probably won't use this ending. But if you want to, you use subject honorific 의시. 재미있으시죠? 좋으시죠? So that's how you can make it more polite with the subject honorific suffix. Okay, 좋다 becomes 좋지. And the pronunciation, 여러분, repeat after me, except for if you're at work. 좋지, 좋지. This h makes G sound harsh. 좋지. It's really nice, right? 좋지, 좋지. 네. How would you say? Learning Korean language is really fun, right? So I'm forcing you to say yes. The answer is yes here. How would you say Korean language really fun, right? 말리카님, what does 그렇지 mean? 그렇다 literally means to be so. So when you're saying is it so in Korean, we use 그래요? Is that so? Really? If you say 그렇지, it means it is so, right? So basically, right? Just to say, oh, right? 그치, 그렇지. That's how you use it. 라이언님. Nail art guy님, even more advanced than my example. Marco님 as well, using this key ending and 는거 form. All right. It's all correct, just to give feedback to all of you. Here is easier way to say. 한국어, Korean language. Really, we have lots of them, right? 진짜, 엄청, 정말. These are all colloquial and casual. They're kind of interchangeable. You don't have to worry about the difference. And then 재밌지? 한국어 진짜 재밌지? 한국어 진짜 재밌죠? I also saw examples. Like you say 한국어 공부하기, which makes the verb into a noun. You can use this. 한국어 공부하는 거, noun modifying form, the act of studying Korean. They all work here. 한국어 공부하기 재밌죠? 한국어 공부하는 거 재밌죠? 괜찮아요. For a little more advanced people. If that's difficult, you don't have to know this. Just 한국어 진짜 재밌죠? 네. Here's another sentence for you to make. And in the meantime, I'll answer some questions. Today's weather, so nice, right? How would you say this in Korean? 라지아님, talkative mind, 라지아님, 한국어를 공부해. If you said 해, that itself has to end the sentence. So just 한국어 공부, which is the noun, 재밌지? Take 해 out, because 해 is the sentence ending. There. Mandy님, can you put the subject particle after Korean language? 한국어가 진짜 재밌죠? 네, you can. Grammatically, that's the full form. In daily conversations, people drop particles more than not, unless you are emphasizing that subject. Okay? So you can use the subject particle. Tanbi님, this is off topic, but when you use 님, it is used for Miss and Mr. both. Yes, it's gender neutral, it's age neutral. It's just to be polite to the other person, regardless of their gender, age, social position. All right, 좋아요. I see. Today, 오늘, weather, 날씨, 너무, so, or I see 진짜, 아주, all of them work. Okay? 좋지? 오늘 날씨 너무 좋지? The weather's so nice today, isn't it? To make it polite to the listener, 오늘 날씨 너무 좋죠. So the pronunciation is 좋죠. ASMR 좋죠. 오늘 날씨 너무 좋죠. 오늘 날씨 너무 좋지. 진짜 좋지. 엄청 좋지. 정말 좋지. 다 괜찮아요. 오케이. Sometimes I see questions that we already talked about today. If you missed it, maybe go back to the earlier part and find it. We talked about 그치 earlier on. That literally means right. So find that part if you want to know more details. Okay, 예쁘다, to be pretty. How would you change this to T form? Pretty, right? How would you say that? ASMR 재밌지? 오늘 날씨가 너무 좋지, 좋아요. I see you put the subject particle. That's good too. 좋아요. 예쁘다, you change to 예쁘지. 사란씨님, what about 저? It's actually this 조. But in conversations, you know the difference between the vowel O and O is that O is rounded, right? O, and O is more relaxed. So people are being lazy. And instead of saying 그렇죠, people are saying 그렇죠, which sounds like more these ones. So in colloquial Korean conversations, you see people saying or texting even 요 instead of 요, 여, instead of 조, 저. So that's what it is. It's not in the dictionary or it's not correct, technically speaking. Off topic, but let's all give 선생님 a like on this video. 감사합니다. Like, 좋아요. 강인님, 인드라님, 어떤 드라마에서는 권할 때 when you're recommending something 시조 쓰는데 you hear 시조. Yes, so that's subject, honorific suffix 시, and then 조. And that's how you would make a comment or suggestion in 씁니다 form, the most polite way, very indirect way to suggest something. 가시죠. Why don't we go? And I'm honoring you. So that is this ending. It's the same ending. 네, 예쁘죠? 예쁘죠? 좋아요. What about 귀엽다? How would you change this? So cute, right? How would you say that? And let me check the chat. The vowel, Maruko Tanatanim, the vowel U is I sometimes hear Koreans say it like U. It should be U. Maybe because they are close in terms of the tongue placement and speech organ placement, but because you know the spelling, you know the word, Korean people will probably not associate it with U when it's supposed to be U. Okay. 라지아님, 예쁜지. 예쁘지. Just 뿌. No 니은 underneath. 예쁘지. Sometimes 재미있지 when spoken quickly sounds like 재밌지. Okay. So 재미있다. 재미있어요 or 재미있지. When we say this fast, 재밌지, 재밌어, this part gets shortened and people also say 재밌어. That's why. 재미있어, 재미있어, fast, 재밌어. 재미있지, 재미있지, fast, 재밌지. 재밌지. That's why. It's just shortened. Alright, 귀엽다 becomes 귀엽지. Cute, right? 귀엽지. The conjugation is so simple. I love it. I love it when I'm teaching too. What about 듣다? To listen. You listen to K-pop, don't you? K-pop. 듣. 귀엽죠. Film movie 귀엽죠. 귀엽지. 귀엽죠. 귀엽지. We keep exactly the same form of the dictionary stem. 나은이 너무 귀엽죠. 네, 너무 귀여워요. I just had a video chat with her last night. 네일 아트 가이님, 라이언님 just wrote 커엽지. This is like new slangy trend because when you write 귀엽지 or 귀엽지, it looks like 커, right? Like big 커. Looks the same. So people started playing with the spelling and said 커엽지, 커엽다 on internet. Your mom, dad generation wouldn't know what you're talking about. Alright. K-pop 듣지, K-pop 듣죠 for polite ending. 좋아요. Yep, 듣지 to friends, 듣죠 to make it polite. Alright, you're all good. So Naoni's here. Cute, isn't she? How would you say that? We just did this. Niece or nephew doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. In Korean is this. 조카. Is both niece and nephew. Huh? Niece and nephew. So then how would you say? My niece so cute, right? 네, 나은이 왔네요. 나은이 왔어요. 네, 나은이 귀엽지 because you already all know her name. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at this one. If you are using 지, polite and non-polite, to friends, then you use 나 for I. Remember, 나는. So my is 내 for that. So we match how I refer to myself with the politeness level. So you'll say 내 조카 귀엽지. Okay? If you want to be polite, then we do not say 내, we say 제. And then you end with 요 ending. So 귀엽죠. Either 내 조카 귀엽지. My niece is cute, right? Or 제 조카 귀엽죠. My niece is cute, right? In a polite ending. Okay? And then here, remember, 지 ending is a stronger commitment of the speaker, right? Can you only ask a question? Can you use it in the statement? Yes, you can. And mostly when you use it in the statement, it's when you're answering with strong agreement. Of course she's cute. Then you can use this 지 ending as well. I am saying this because I already see you are doing this in the chat. So, let me check some of it. 네. Yes, okay. 마르코님, 손자 means grandson or grandchildren. 손자 is grandson. 손녀, like 여자, 녀 is granddaughter. 손주 is the grandchildren. Alright. Might could be 우리 also. Yes. That's one of the weird Korean thing, right? 우리 엄마, 우리 아빠, 우리 언니, 우리 오빠, 우리 나은이, 우리 와이프, our wife, 우리 남편, our husband. It's monogamous country. But 우리 is like 나 or 내. There's no politeness, no humbleness. 저희 is like 저 or 제. So this is polite. Matches with polite ending. This is non-polite. So you could use 우리 to talk about family members or neighborhood or country that traditionally you shared with other people. And it also has some affection in it when you say, oh, 우리 나은이. Okay. 나은이 귀엽지? All right, so then, I already see some of you said this. There is an adjective, 당연하다, which means to be natural. It's only natural she's cute. Duh, she's cute. So that 당연하다 is used a lot as an answer to the question. Of course, why are you even asking? We all know you use this 당연하다 with ending 지. 당연하지. Oh, it's only natural, of course. 당연하죠. Okay, so that's the word 당연하다 that you use a lot with 지 when you're answering and strongly agreeing. Okay, 나은이 귀엽지? 당연하죠. Of course she is. 조언님, can you use only 지 when you are confident about your question? So when you're not sure, you cannot use it? In this case, you are seeking agreement. So you could be confident or you want the other person to say yes. You can use 지. When you are not sure, I'll show you an example where 지 is used a little differently in the question in a little bit. Okay? 제 조카 정말 귀엽죠? 네, 너무 귀여워요. TTMIC has a video on our. I think I saw it. And the thumbnail has our wives, right? Yeah, so that's a weird thing. 우리 딸, yes. 우리 선생님 귀엽죠? 당연하죠. 감사합니다. 선생님 also we use 우리 because usually you share one 선생님 with the entire class, right? 아리샤님, if the question ends with 지 or 조, can we also answer with the same ending 지 or 조? Does it work with answering? Yes, that we are doing right now. So let's look at it. Would I use 조 when talking to you, 쌤? 네. And I will use that to you as well. Okay, so we will see where they say, of course. Okay, ready? 잘 들으세요. Listen carefully.
볶음밥 먹을 거야? 당연하지. 당연하지. 치즈타리까지? 추가 2개.
One more time. Oh, not one more time. Oh.
볶음밥 먹을 거야? 당연하지. 치즈타리까지? 추가 2개.
Yeah, 당연하지. Of course. Why are you even asking? Okay, so there was a question. Can I answer? Not just ask. Can I answer? Let's look at this. Okay, let's ask a question first. COVID, right? Wanna go on a trip, right? You will say, 소리가 조금 작아요? Let's see if that helps. Next video, tell me if it's better. Okay? They say so fast, 네. Especially in that scene because they're arguing with each other. Wanna go on a trip, right? 여행 너무 가고 싶죠. 비디오 빨라요? Do you wanna watch it one more time? Do you want me to play it one more time? while you're answering, let me look at Pean님's comment. I felt really discouraged about my Korean this morning while I was studying, but now I feel like I am learning a lot thanks to your life. So thank you. 저도 감사합니다. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, when we are learning something, there are days that you feel like I'm not, improving at all. But those days are actually probably the plateau before you go up again. So don't quit there. Then, all the effort you made so far goes out of the window. 네, 한 번 더. 오케이. 한 번 더 봐요. See if this is better. Okay? This time.
볶음밥 먹을 거야? 당연하지. 당연하지. 치즈타리까지? 추가 2개.
소리 괜찮아요? Was it better? Okay, so while you're answering, let's go. 여행, traveling, trip, 너무 가고 싶다 becomes 가고 싶죠. I asked, assuming your answer is yes. You want to go on a trip, right? And you can answer as well using this. Of course, right? So, 여행, which we don't have to repeat again. 너무, which you don't have to repeat again. And just say 가고 싶죠. I asked, 여행 너무 가고 싶죠. You can answer, 너무 가고 싶죠. 네, 가고 싶죠. So you can answer with strong agreement as well. Okay? 네, 맞죠. 맞아요. 그쵸. Here you can use 그쵸. Alright. You know BTS, right? Who doesn't know BTS these days? You know BTS, right? How would you say it? 알다? How would you change it? Sarah님, me too. Sometimes I thought I already finally understood how to use a certain grammar and then suddenly I get confused again. 네, that's only natural. I think that's how we are improving too. You learn basic usage of it. I got it. And then you encounter, wait, what? And that's another usage of it that's a little more advanced. So that means you're learning. I hear that so much in K-drama and K-pop. 쉽죠. I want to. And with very strong heart. Oh, I really want to. Okay. Right. So 방탄소년단 알지? To friends. Not polite. 알죠? Polite ending. 물론 means of course. Yes, 물론 is an independent word that means of course. And then you can pair that 물론 with this G ending. So for example, somebody asked, 방탄소년단 알지? You know BTS, right? And when you're answering, 물론 알지. Of course I know. You can pair with that 물론. 네, so when you're answering, you can also say, of course I know. You can say, BTS 알지? Oh, of course I know. 알죠. Of course I know. You can add adverbs. Remember 당연하다? 당연하다 as the verb and adjective. At the end of the sentence, we use 당연해요, 당연하지. But you can use it as an adverb as well. 당연히. And then another verb comes. 당연히 알지. It's only naturally I know. Of course I know. 당연히 알죠. Okay. 물론이죠. Yes, you can use it as like that too. 물론이죠. 물론 plus 이다. To be. 물론이에요. 물론이죠. You can use that as well. 그렇군요. 네, 좋아요. 강인님, 인드라님, 잖아요와 같은 역할 있죠? 맞잖아요? 맞죠? 네, 맞아요. So, the second one, when we are answering or when you're assuming the other person knows, we use 잖아요, which we will study next week, so I'll save it for that. But there is similar meaning to it. He makes into verb 네, some of them, not all of them. So quiet, 조용히, 조용히 해, be quiet. 당연히 알지, 당연히 알죠. So you can answer, question and answer both. All right, one thing here. Question can be just regular 어요, 아요. 방탄소년단 알아? Do you know do you know BTS? Do you know BTS 방탄소년단 알아요 instead of 알지 or 알죠? So you can answer with 지 or 조 even if the question didn't use 지. The question just neutrally asked, do you know BTS? I'm not assuming that you'll say yes. So if I say, do you know BTS? Just neutrally, BTS 알아요? Or if I'm saying, you know BTS, right? I am assuming you know. Then I'll say BTS 알지. That's the difference. When you're answering, you can still use it. 알지. Okay, somebody asks, 방탄소년단 알아요? Do you know BTS? Oh, 알죠. Of course I know. You can answer that with more strong voice. Okay, so you can add yes or yes. And in non-polite way, it's 응 or 응. And polite is 네. 네, 알죠. Or 응, 알지. Okay. 마르코님, we'll talk about it in a bit. The past tense. All right. So again, the question doesn't have to have 지. And you can still answer with 지. Let's look at another example. I am offering you coffee. Do you want coffee? 카이라띠님, 안녕하세요. Hello. 커피 줘? That all are form, right? 주다, to give, which becomes 줘. 커피 줘? Shall I give you coffee? Shall I give you coffee? So it can be in question form, or shall I give you coffee when you suggest something? 커피 줄까? Do you want coffee? Shall I give you coffee? And you can answer, of course, that sounds good. 커피 좋지. Oh, that's good, of course. 커피 좋죠. 네, 주세요. Please give me. You can add 당연히. Of course, I'll always say yes to coffee. 커피 당연히 좋지. 커피 당연히 좋죠. 사란씨님, 블랙핑크 알죠? 정말 아름답죠? 네, 당연히 알죠. 너무 아름답죠. I'm answering her with the 조 ending as well. Alright. 카이라띠님 늦어서 죄송합니다. 괜찮아요. Welcome. 잘 오셨어요. 커피 좋지. 커피 좋죠. talkative mind 라지아님 언니 눈이 크지? 그리고 예쁘지? 감사합니다. 미안한데 커피 안 좋아? 커피 안 좋아요? 저는 커피 너무 좋아요. 한 잔 좋죠? 원컵 좋죠? 커피 당연하죠? 아니지. No, it's no. 좋아요. 커피 안 좋아요? 배아님도 커피 안 좋아요? 저는 커피 너무 좋아요. Okay, so now, how do we use this with a noun? Somebody talked about it earlier, right? So, noun plus ida, right? Am, are, is, to be verb in English. So we use noun plus ida, and then we change this 다 to 지, like we did. So noun 이지, and then the conjugation is, if the noun ends with a consonant on the bottom, you always need this E, always after consonants. Consonant, 이지, and then vowel, 지. Okay? So, your army, right? In Korean will be 아미지. 너 아미지? I know your army, right? So you can be omitted, but if you want to say your army, right? 너 아미지? So after noun, this is how you can use it. And to make it polite, instead of 아미지, you can say 아미조, 지요. And then instead of no, please focus, because no is only used between close friends who are at the same age or younger than you. Okay? So your friend at the same age or 동생, you can use no. 언니, 오빠, 누나, 형, 선생님, anybody else, do not say no. Okay? Instead, you say name plus she or 님 or their position. 선생님, 아미죠. Or 사장님, owner, 아미죠. So that you match with the ending. Okay? So let's look at this noun plus eg example. Okay? If the noun ends with a consonant on the bottom, you'll hear eg. If it ends with a vowel, then you will hear just 지. Okay? 푸진님, 쌤, 목이 마르죠? 이거 맞죠? 네, 맞아요. Used 맞죠 as well. 맞다, to be correct. So this is correct, right? 맞죠? 목마르죠. 선생님, 목마르죠. Teacher, you're thirsty, right? 좋아요. 꽃이지? This is flower, right? 좋아요. Okay. 사란씨님, I am man. You used her to answer me. My name in your language does sound. 네. 남자예요? Okay. I'll remember that. 기억할게요. 수민님, 쌤, I found it difficult to say a sentence in answer or telling form, but it's easy to say Korean sentence in question form. 네, because you don't have to change anything to make a question. Once you know how to make a sentence, question is the same as statement. Okay, 책이죠? This is book, right? That's how you will say that. 한국어 공부지? That's Korean studying, right? 한국어지? It's Korean, right? Okay, so let's look at some examples. Ready? It'll repeat 3 times when it's saying the G form. So 잘 들으세요. Listen carefully.
에이, 빈센주 변호사. 마피아지.
저 마피아 아닙니다.
문이 열리네요. 그대가 들어오죠. 한눈에 내 처제인 걸 알았죠.
작은 주경이지?
주견이. 뭐야, 자모. 너무 감동이잖아. 너무 감동이잖아.
안 돼. 다시.
아이씨, 왜?
다시 해야 돼, 다시.
결혼하기 쉽지 않지.
Okay, so noun plus eg or 지. Okay, 괜찮죠? This is okay, right? Not difficult. 괜찮죠? 안 어렵죠? Not difficult, right? To be okay. 괜찮다. So 괜찮죠? You're all okay, right? Not difficult. 안 어렵다. 안 어렵죠? It's not difficult, right? 한 번 더. Is it just because you want to watch these scenes again? You can watch it one more time when it's saved. Just want to watch Korean drama now. Okay, 좋아요. Alright, 여러분. Now focus. Focus. So far, when we were asking a question like right or a tag question, isn't it? those questions didn't have the question word, WH words like what, where, when, why, how, right? Like 뭐, 언제, 어디. When questions don't have them, it was right. The seeking agreement question, okay? But here, look, when questions have those WH words like what, when, where, and then you ask a question with G, instead of right, it's I'm wondering, I'm really curious. Let me ask a question. There is two different usages. So if you just use verb or adjective with G and raise the intonation or drop the intonation, you can use right. 맛있지. It's delicious, right? But second way to use it in the question is when you use question words like what, where, when, it becomes, oh, I'm really curious. I'm wondering. Okay? So I'll read the comments a little later. So question words 뭐, what, 누구, who, 언제, when, 어디, where, 왜, why, 어떻게, how, plus verb or adjective that ends with G. It's amplified curiosity. Oh, I need an answer. So it's still strong commitment, right? Where was it? That's how you use it. So you can ask yourself, thinking out loud, or indirectly ask others, like you're talking to yourself. I'm really curious. Where was it? Do you know? In a way, okay? So that's how you can use it too. I see some examples you're giving me. That's wonderful. Let's look at your examples. Talkative mind, 라지아님, 학생이지? You're a student, right? That's how you will ask. And you can answer, 학생이죠. Of course I'm a student as well. 수카님, with all these clips now, I want to watch this drama. 재미있어요. And I think this drama is good in terms of practicing phrases that we use daily, because it mostly among family members, friends, and at school and stuff. Not like medical terms, prison break, or things like that, right? So what is this? I'm wondering. I'm asking myself, 이거 뭐지? What is this? 이거 뭐지? Oh, when should I go? Talking to myself. 언제 가지? Oh, how should I study? 어떻게 공부하지? Your friends could be next to you and they are just hearing you out, saying out loud. They could answer if they want to. Okay? 뭐 먹지? Oh, I say this every single day. What should we eat? 뭐 먹지? 진짜. Okay? 왜 아니지? Why isn't it not? Okay? 뭔데 and 뭐지 similar? 뭔데 has the listener. You will not ask yourself using 뭔데. Although it also has amplified curiosity, you're asking the other person. But what is it? Tell me. Okay? 어떻게 해야지? What should I do? How should I do this? 언제 집에 만나죠? 언제 집에서 만나죠? When shall we meet at home? 좋아요. 아이스크림 좋아하지? That's the first usage. You like ice cream, right? Without any question word. Okay? 뭐 먹지? 어떻게 알았죠? How did you know? 어떻게 알았지? Okay, so you're really curious. And you can ask yourself, thinking out loud. You can use this. 어떻게 공부하지? I ask myself that every day. Okay, so remember, noun plus 이다, to be, right? And we changed 다 to 지. And those question words are also noun, like what, who, when, where. They are nouns. So you put them here as well. Okay? And this rule still applies. Consonant, 이지, and vowel, 지. It applies. So, What is this? 이거. And if you wanna put subject particle, 이거 plus 이가 becomes 이게. You can use both. 이거 뭐지? 이게 뭐지? Okay? And 뭐 ends with a vowel, right? There's no consonant 받침 underneath. So you just say 뭐지? 이거 뭐지? 이게 뭐지? Okay? Who's that person over there? You'll say 저 사람 누구지? Who's that? 저 사람 누구지? 저거 누구지? Okay? And I see 메라 미미님 gave an example that's perfect right now. What was the subject in her sentence? What are you doing? 뭐 하고 있죠? What is somebody doing? I'm really curious. So here, you can use question words like what, where, when at the beginning of the sentence, right? And then use another verb. So, where's my phone? Who doesn't say this every day? I say this every single day. Where's my phone? And I'm like talking, on my phone with a friend. Where's my phone? Okay, so when you do that, 내 폰, my phone. 어디, where, 있지? 내 폰 어디 있지? 내 폰 어디 있지? Okay. 언제 먹지? When should I eat? 내 폰 어디 있지? 핸드폰 어디 있지? 자. 저도요. It's funny when you are confused, right? Like you're talking on the phone. 내 폰 어디 있지? And the other person should be like, what are you talking to me with right now? But the other person could be like, where did you put it last time? 어디 있지? 사란씨님, what about 이렇게 해야지? You should do this way. That 해야지 form, I'll talk about it a little later. So let's go. Okay, what shall we eat today? 우리, or you can omit it when it's obvious I'm talking about us. 오늘 뭐 먹지? This is a question moms ask every day, and now that I'm a grown up, I know why she asked it every day, because that's what I'm asking every day. What should we eat? Oh my god. 오늘 뭐 먹지? 카이라띠님, 이거는 뜻이 많지요. not 많아지요, 많지요. Just stem. 네, 뜻이 많죠. 많아요. It has a lot of meaning. 핸드폰 어디 갔지? Where did it go? Past tense. You can use it as well. Okay? So, this clip, she's going to ask herself, oh my god, I need an answer. How am I gonna cry? Because her boyfriend is preparing a surprise proposal and her mom called her, gave her hint and said, cry. Okay? And she's never cried in her life since she was an adult. So she'll say, how am I gonna cry? So listen, 잘 들어보세요.
지금 한서방 집에서 너한테 깜짝 프로포즈 한다고 요랑 법석이거든?
뭐? 프로포즈?
이따가 보면 울어.
아유 알았어. 근데 어떻게 울지?
Okay, so 어떻게 울지? How should I cry? Now, past tense. Who said it just now? 프리스크님 said 핸드폰 어디 갔지? Where did my phone go? Right? So there, past tense. We can use it with past tense as well. 강희님, 인드라님, 은지도 들은 적이 있는 것 같아요. 같은지 다른지 모르겠어요. That 은지 is not sentence ender. It's whether or not. It's an indirect question, embedded question within the sentence. Do you know when the exam is? Do you know if she's coming home? So that is that 은지. Okay, it's different. I picked the best clips. 그쵸? 그치? Okay, so how do we use with past tense? We keep the past tense suffix. Okay, JP님, 존님, 이거 드라마 뭐지? 이거 여신강님, True Beauty 예요. So, present tense is 예뻐, pretty, right? And to make this into past tense, it becomes 예뻤어. Does everyone know how to make past tense? Or not? In case you don't, really briefly, this is how you make past tense. You have to know how to make OR ending, first of all, which we all do, right? So pretty, 예뻐, right? I want to make a past tense from here. It was pretty. You put double shield underneath, and then up. And then if you want to make it polite, that's how you make past tense. 예뻐, 예뻤어. And then to use this one, you just change all to 지. 예뻤지. That was really pretty. 예뻤지. Okay. So 좋아. That's good. I want to make past tense. You put double shield underneath and then all. 좋았어. Here, I want to use G instead of all. You just put G. And then, if you want to make it polite, 좋았지, 좋았죠. So that's past tense, just briefly. So, you went to see flowers. All the cherry blossoms were really pretty, right? The past tense, we saw it yesterday or last weekend. Then you'll say 벚꽃 진짜 예뻤지. The cherry blossoms we saw, it was really pretty, right? Past tense. Or politely, 예뻤죠. 너무 예뻤죠. 진짜 예뻤죠. Okay. And then, of course, you can answer, right? Yes, it was really pretty. Between friends, you'll say, 벚꽃 진짜 예뻤지. I see you guys are already typing. Good. 네, polite. 진짜 예뻤죠. Polite with 조. Okay. 사란신님, are you not showing the trailers to make us watch the drama? I think these clips are perfect as trailers. 좋았지. It was good. Good. 누나 너무 예뻤어. Kind of ruins the vibe of the song. Oh, poor her. She's no more 예뻐요. doesn't have to. Okay, 여러분, that doesn't have to mean she's not pretty anymore. But we are just simply talking about the past moment. Like yesterday, she was really pretty. I saw her yesterday. She was like wearing really nice clothes, or she was in good condition. She looked really pretty. She might be pretty today, but I'm not talking about today. So it doesn't say she's not pretty anymore, okay? Will you make a live about past tense sometime? Yes, I will. 예뻤지나 예뻐져. What's the difference? 예뻐져. If you hear with this OR ending, we already know. 좋아, 나빠. And then if you put 지다, which changes to 져, that's to become. So 좋아, good. 좋아져요, it becomes good. 예뻐, pretty. 예뻐져요 becomes pretty. 추워, cold. 추워져요 becomes cold. So it's a different ending. It's not this one. Because it always has to come with 어아. But this one we are learning, it's not coming with 어아, right? It comes after dictionary ending. So it's different. Okay, 벚꽃 진짜 예뻤죠? 네, 좋아요. 말리카님, also when we talk to ourselves, we only can use 지, not 조. Yeah, it sounds weird when you are being polite to yourself. Like you have dual personality disorder. You're talking to another person. So just 지. No politeness to yourself or no honoring yourself either. Okay, 언제 한복 입었어서 정말 예뻤죠? You were 한복 and 한복 was really pretty. 좋아요. Alright, so let's practice one more. 먹어, to eat, 먹어요, eating now, right? Or in general. How do we change it to the past tense then? 먹어 past tense is 먹어, and then you put double shield underneath and put 먹었어. 예뻐, 예뻤어. 먹어, 먹었어. 좋아, 좋았어. And then we change all to 지, 먹었지. Okay, so this all double shield shows the past tense. That's why we are keeping the double shield underneath. Okay, and changing the ending. So 밥 먹었지? You ate, right? So 먹었어 past tense. We change all to 지, 먹었지. So, did you eat? Just neutrally asking, did you eat? Is 밥 먹었어? 밥 먹었어? Of course I ate already. What time is it? 먹었지. 밥 먹었지. Of course I ate. Okay? Of course then you can ask, you ate, right? 밥 먹었지? You ate, right? 밥 먹었지. Of course I ate. Okay? 먹었지. And another thing, please remember, in Korean, you wanna say you ate, like you had meal. In English, you can say, did you eat? That's it, right? In Korean, you always say 밥. 밥 먹었지? 밥 먹었어? 밥 먹었지. 밥 먹었어. When you're answering, because it's repeating, you could just say, 먹었지. Okay. So 먹었어 to friend, non-polite, right? If you want to make it polite, 먹었어요, 밥 먹었어요. This is casual, very casual and not polite enough. I can think of similar age people. Okay, your colleagues or classmates, and you're not that close to each other, but you don't want to like honor them. Then you can say 밥 먹었어요. Or people who are just dating now. 밥 먹었어요. But to honor somebody who's older and higher than you, you'll use 드시다, which is the honorific form of 먹다. 밥 드셨어요? And 밥 doesn't sound polite enough. So you will instead say exactly what you're talking about. 점심 드셨어요? Did you have lunch? 저녁 드셨어요? Did you have dinner? 아침 드셨어요? Did you have breakfast? To your boss, to your professor, to grandparents, you'll say that. Or there is a Sino-Korean word, 식사, meal. You can say 식사하셨어요? That's the subject honorific ending, which we are not studying today. I just wanted to give you options for more, advanced people. But that's not the focal point of this lesson. Okay? All right. So when you're answering in polite way, instead of 먹었지, you'll say 네, 먹었죠. Of course, I ate in the polite ending. 아나님, 선생님, 아침 드셨어요? 선생님, 식사 드셨어요? Did you eat? I wanna say 네, 먹었죠. But 안 먹었어요. Not yet. 저는 라이브 끝나고 먹을 거예요. I'm going to eat after I finish the live. Okay, so 여러분, what's crazy in Korean? Crazy. 맛있게 드세요. 감사합니다. Crazy. What's crazy? 미치다. 미치다 is actually a verb to go crazy. Okay? So when you're already crazy, we use 미쳐 plus past tense. 미쳤어. Okay, went crazy and now is crazy. Okay, so 미쳤지. You're crazy, aren't you? 미쳤지. Of course I'm crazy. 그래, 미쳤지. Okay, 미쳤어. 아침 먹었죠? 네, you can say 아침 먹었죠. 점심 먹었죠. You can say that. All right, so watch this.
사귄다 우리.
과즙성 남친. 우리 담임쌤? 언니 미쳤어?
사랑에 미쳤지 그럼? 사랑에 미쳤지 그럼? 사랑에 미쳤지 그럼?
Okay, so past tense plus 지. All right, last thing, 여러분. It's almost 1 hour and 30 minutes we've been studying. I have 3 slides, not slices, slides. All right, let's be quick. This is like bonus. All right, remember this. It's weird to start a conversation with the first statement ending with 지. So you don't just start conversation, 예쁘지. Sounds weird, okay? So either ask a question when it's the beginning of the conversation, like 예쁘지, right? Or answer, 예쁘지, yes, it is right. So you can either use it as a question or an answer, but not just like out of nowhere statement. We don't really use this, okay? And there's one way that is natural to start a conversation with 지. That is, somebody asked earlier, 해야지. This 어아야지 form. Okay? This is used to say you must. And I really mean it. You should do it. You should know this. So 어아야 돼요. I have to work. 일해야 돼요. I have to study. 공부해야 돼요. That 어아야 form is here. And then you put 지 after to say strong commitment. I mean it. You have to do it. Okay? So that 어아야지 you can use as the first thing that opens the conversation, not as an answer to the question. Okay? So 먹어. And then you put 야지. You should eat. You should know this. I really mean it. 밥 먹어야지. You should eat. Yes. 피오나님. 밥 먹어야지. That was your question? 엑토르님? 밥 먹어야지. 해야지. 해, do, and you put 야지. You should do this. 해야지. And sleep. 자야지. It's late. 늦었어. 자야지. And you want to have good skin? You should go to bed early. 일찍 자야지. 공부해야지. 네, 맞아요. to watch. 봐야지. 잘 봐야지. You should look closely. Okay? 숙제해야지. You should do your homework. Your life is coming up here, everyone. 공부해야지. Okay. Why should we put 야? That 야 is obligation. So you use this to say I have to. So 먹어야 돼. I have to eat. 해야 돼. I have to do. Okay. 이거 진짜 재미있어. 봐야지. 네일 아트 가이님, 라이언님, this is really fun. You should watch this. 좋아요. 엑토르님, since it's so easy to use it, but might be so weird to just talk with G&D. 네, we have to make it, we have to make it challenging enough for you to learn, you know? 알렉스님, same as 공부해야겠어요? Oh, that's like I will have to study, talking about myself, okay? When you say 알아야지, it's more like you should do this, or we should do this, rather than I'm just saying I have to do this, okay? So 세라님's example, 아침 먹어야지, you should eat breakfast. 안 먹으면 배고파, 배고프죠. 안 먹으면 배고프죠. 아침 먹어야죠. 안 먹으면 배고프죠. If you don't eat, then you're hungry, you know? Okay, so 봐야지. Here we go. You must eat well. How would you say this? Can it also be 뭐뭐 해야 해 instead of 해야 돼? 네, 해야 돼. Obligation, 어아야. 어아야 돼요. Sounds more casual and more natural. 어아야 해요 sounds more formal and poetic in a way. Okay. 잘 먹어야지. Alright, there we go. 잘 먹어야죠. You wanna be healthy? 잘 먹어야지. 잘 먹어야죠. So we keep 어아 form, 먹어, and then just put 야지 or 야죠. 먹어야지. 먹어야죠. Okay? Let's watch this. It's the last clip, last slide. Ready? 잘 들으세요.
당근 아직이라니까요. 아, 더 끓이고 나야지. 아, 더 끓이고 나야지. 아, 더 끓이고 나야지. 또 울어?
이제 진짜 코앞이잖아. 우리 희경이 결혼.
또 시작이네. 아, 당신이 울면 어떡해. 희경이가 울어야지. 희경이가 울어야지. 희경이가 울어야지.
Okay, so that 어아야지 you can just say out of nowhere, okay? But 지, you use it first of all to say right, 예쁘지, pretty, right? 맛있지, delicious, right? And you can answer, of course, 맛있지, 당연하지. And when you ask a question with question words, what, where, when, then it becomes, I'm really curious. I am asking myself. Or you can hear it too. Okay, and if you use 어아야지, it becomes, oh, you should, I really mean it. Okay, 들어야지, I'm gonna listen. 먹어 해야지, you don't use that. 먹어야지, because 먹다 itself is already a verb. You don't put 하다, another verb. Okay? So we omit 하다 or 되다 at the end of a sentence to make this one particularly, yes. Instead of 돼요, 해요, you put 지, and it's one chunk. There's no space. For this one, that's how you use it. So if you omit from 어아야 돼 or 해, omit this and put 지, it becomes strong commitment of me, like I mean it. I think you should really do it. Okay, so that's all I have for today. 질문 있어요? G sound meaning as 님 in my language. It's the same pronunciation as what 님 is in your language. okay, so next week we will look at 거든 and 잖아 that you a lot of times ask. And after that, maybe I'll have in between Q&A session. So then you can ask questions that you have, random questions, or questions from, these ones that we are studying. You might have new questions. So we'll have this week and next week 거든 and 잖아, and then Q&A, and then we'll do another topic. Sounds good? So you can ask random questions as well. 괜찮죠? 쉽죠? Easy, right? 쉬웠죠? It was easy, right? 질문 없죠? You don't have question, right? 오! 라이언님, 네일 아트 가이님, last thing, let's just, his question. Everyone, look at nail art guy. Verb 는 거죠? Work same as we studied. So, 거, you either saw it future tense or probability tense, right? And we learned as 거예요, probably. Instead of 예요, you can put 지 or 조. We're gonna go shopping, right? 쇼핑, 갈 거지? We are going, right? 갈 거죠? We are going, right? So that's the probability or future. General present tense, 는 거. Thing that you do. So, 뭐 하는 거지? What's the thing you're doing? You're focusing on the action. So you can use 하는 거지 or 조. You can use it too. Okay. To say I want to live, 살고 싶어. The first one. Alright, can you upload on YouTube also what you put up on Instagram? Oh, all the same ones? I guess that's a question from me to you. I feel like a lot of you are following me on Instagram and YouTube, and I feel like if I upload the same videos on Instagram and YouTube, you might be kind of annoyed to see it all over the platforms. So I don't always upload the same videos that I upload on Instagram on YouTube. But should I upload those videos on YouTube as well? Because there are people who don't use Instagram. I just didn't want to, make it like, oh my God, I'm following her everywhere and I see the same video all the time. I didn't want that happen. So I don't upload everything here, but I wonder if I should upload on YouTube as well. Alright, so 프리스크님, 고맙소 선생님. 오늘 내가 공부하지. 공부해요. 좋아요. 쉽죠? 고맙습니다. Eat well. 네, 감사합니다. My brain is fried. Don't! This is not supposed to fry your brain. Just use one thing for now. And then when you're ready, watch it again in the future. Okay? Just pick one thing you want to use it. So probably right question. 맛있지? It's delicious, right? Just remember that one. 자야지. I should sleep. 자야지. Now I should sleep. 자야지. 피곤해. 자야지. Okay. Thank you. I think my Korean just leveled up once again. Yay! 좋아요. I got a mail right now. I got master research position in South Korea. 경북 National University. 정말! 축하합니다. Congratulations, 사란씨님. 축하해요. Thank you, teacher, who actually dislikes this video. Somebody disliked it already? I have somebody who wants to sabotage me out there. If everyone, you actually dislike my video, I would appreciate if you leave comments and tell me what you want me to do differently. That'll be really appreciated. The feedback, right? Okay. 틱톡, 저는 틱톡 안 해요. I don't use TikTok. Okay. 재미있지? 많이 배웠지? 좋아요. Okay. Playlist called Instagram. It's perfect as now. It's okay. Just advertise your Instagram more on YouTube. Good idea. 좋아요. 액토르님 감사합니다. I have something for you. 짜잔. Okay. I actually follow you on both, but people might not. I don't want to deprive them of opportunity to learn. I'll maybe have some balance of, have collection of things that I posted on Instagram and posted on YouTube. Sometimes I can do that. Okay. I agree with Matthew Nim's comment too. It's much easier to refer back to find contents later on YouTube than Instagram, especially if I have a playlist, right? So I'll do that way. That's a good idea. 감사합니다. 좋은 생각이에요. Prefer different contents? 네, 좋아요. Whoever dislike is 바보죠? 바보죠. 바보예요. All right. Intermediate, let's spread the word to our fellow Korean learners. 감사합니다. 그럼 너무 감사하죠. If you do that, I'll be really grateful, Okay. All right. Thank you for all the input. I'll think about how I can share some of the videos that I post on Instagram on YouTube in different format. I'll think about the way to do that for sure. 감사합니다, 여러분. Thank you for coming today. I'm reading. 아니에요. 제가 더 감사하죠. Perfect use of 아니에요. 맛있게 드세요. 감사합니다. Thank you for investing your time in us, and thank you for coming, and thank you for appreciating. I appreciate your appreciation. Have a nice day. 감사합니다. 감사합니다, 여러분. Thank you for all the sweet words. All right. So next week, before my live class, you'll also see me talking to myself. How you should practice. And I'll be using this 지 form, 내 form, all of this. So that's like a practice video for you. So stay tuned for that. 네일 아트 가이님. 짜잔. 감사합니다. Okay, 여러분, 감사합니다. Have a good weekend. 주말 잘 보내세요. For some people, it's not weekend. But if it's weekend where you are, have a good weekend as well. Okay. 감사합니다, 여러분. 하트. 다음 주에 봐요. See you next week. 저는 이제 밥 먹어야죠. 아침 먹어야죠. 안녕.